So now we have 3 weeks to prep possibly one of the biggest pop-ups of my life. And obviously I'm gonna bring you along with me. One of my main goals for just the entire year is to use up all the scraps that I already have, all the fabrics that I already have. Officially finished the dress. It is so cute. So everything's French seams. This will be like tied like up here. However, I broke a needle on my machine. Realized I have no extra needles. Still waiting for my sewing machine needles to come in. I'm starting to get the tiniest bit anxious, but not in a debilitating way just yet. So that's a win. But I think this as a Lexi dress could be really cute. I actually realized today that I don't have as much time as I thought. Finally got my needles. Okay, dress is officially done. I'm honestly just assuming I'm gonna have a lot of late nights this week to just try to get as much inventory done. It is officially Thursday. I woke up this morning feeling sick again. My nose is so stuffy. I just like don't feel well. And I'm so annoyed because I have to feel well for this weekend. Like it's gonna be a long weekend and I just am trying to like take care of myself here, but it's not looking great. Anyway, last night I ended up making one more of these dresses because Leah, who is going to be helping me, Leah and Leon are both helping me. I asked her like what she wanted to wear because she has a custom piece from me, but it doesn't really match the vibe of like the event, and I obviously want like people who are working with me to be wearing me. So I asked her, I was like, do you want to wear like this dress, like this new dress that I just made? And she was like, yeah, it's so cute. So made her one really quick last night so that I could give it to her and she can wear it. And I don't have much left of this fabric. I think I'm gonna make one more of these because I posted kind of a sneak peek of it on my stories and I feel like I got like a decently good response. So I think I'm gonna make one more of these and then I'm gonna put the rest of the fabric away and then start on something new. But I just feel like this could be a fun one, and I just feel like this specific audience, like I just feel like could really like this one. Like I don't know, I'm feeling good about it, and it was such a quick one to make, like really quick and easy, so that's also a win. So I think we're gonna do that. I think I'm just gonna make a small because I have an extra small and a medium, and obviously I could make like a large, extra large, but I'm gonna just leave enough fabric to be able to make a custom one if need be. But I just find that those sizes tend to sell the most for me, especially at these type of events. That's what I'm leaning on for this, but I could be surprised and like have a bunch of people want other sizes, but that's just based off like previous things that I've done and my own data. But yeah, I'm gonna make a small and then we'll have 3 of these for the event, and then 4 including the one that Leah will be wearing, which I think will also be good as a selling point of like, hey, she's wearing it, they'll be like, that's so cute, and then you could literally buy it on the spot. So that is the thought process behind that one. Interrupting the vlog really quick to say this video is sponsored by Skillshare. As a creative business owner, there's a 1,000,001 skills and things that you can learn and have to make your business better, and personally I'm always looking for ways to improve, which is exactly where Skillshare comes in. I've taken so many Skillshare courses, anywhere from specific fashion design and sewing ones to pattern making to Photoshop and Illustrator and anything of that sort, and they've always been so easy and so helpful. As of lately, I've personally been trying to use Adobe Premiere Pro a little bit more because I have the full Adobe subscription, so I have all the apps. I'm great with Photoshop, Illustrator, Lightroom, but Premiere Pro is one that I've always been a little intimidated by. So luckily Skillshare has really great classes for it because I just want to up my editing game, always want to learn new ways to make things engaging and fun, and I know that Premiere Pro is a great tool for that. I just need a little lesson, you know? So I've been taking the video editing with Adobe Premiere Pro for Beginners by Jordan Vandeput to start learning, and once I'm done with this one, I want to move on to the advanced one. But it's been so easy to follow along with and so helpful to start my journey of learning Adobe Premiere Pro for real this time. It's been such a great and easy course as a beginner to just start learning little bits and pieces of Adobe Premiere Pro without it feeling super intimidating, and then once I finish that one, I can go on to the more advanced levels that they have, and I'm really excited to hopefully up my editing game a little bit more this year because that's one of my goals. I love editing, I love making videos, obviously, but I just feel like they could be more fun and engaging, or I can do more with it, but that's just a skill that I don't have yet that I would like to improve on. So Skillshare is really coming in clutch right now, and obviously I'm using it to improve my video editing, but there are so many other types of classes you could take because Skillshare is the largest online community for creatives, so you're bound to find something that you're wanting to learn. And of course, the first 500 people to use the link in my description will receive a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. So get started today. Now back to the video. Hello, Ramona. Okay, dress is done. This will be the last one I make of this for now. I have enough fabric for maybe like one more and that's it. So we'll see. Hoping these do well. I just think this fabric feels very like luxury to me, especially when people can actually like see it in person and touch it. So I'm gonna put the rest of these scraps away and then we'll get started on our next bit, which I just don't know what it's gonna be yet. I think I'm gonna have a look at my fabric closet again and just see what else I can kind of find and rummage through. I think I should make a few more like nighttime pieces because I think I have quite a few more daytime right now, especially with these dresses that I just made. I want both racks to feel kind of equally full. But I don't know, I just need to see what fabrics I have. All right, currently sucking on a cough drop to try to feel better because I just, you know when you're just like sick and your body's just tired and your eyes feel heavy and like you're just like everything just feels heavy. That's how I feel right now, but we have to push through. So also because I don't know if I mentioned this, but it is like almost 2 p.m. Like I had so much work to do in the morning for a specific brand deal that like had to be turned in by tomorrow, but they just approved it yesterday. So like really awful turnaround time, but we got it done. Anyway, I'm going through my sequins again because you guys know I'm trying to like make more stuff out of these. So I have these red sequins from the Better Than Revenge dress that I made, which was one of the very first Eras Tour outfits that I made, or like versions of it that I made. And I think this would be cute as like a little mini skirt. So I have a little skirt pattern here that I have, guys, I have so many patterns that I've been meaning to put out for years. I've had this since I lived in Indiana and I just have never properly put it together, done proper fittings, whatever, make sure it's like perfect, but so many patterns pre-made. Anyway, this one's like a higher waisted one, so I do think I'm gonna cut it shorter to be more of like a low rise mini. So I'm gonna just like probably fold it, honestly. I don't think I'm gonna like actually cut the pattern, but like roughly figured out how much I want it to go down. I'm gonna use this pattern to cut out sequins. And then I have red satin that I'm gonna use for the lining. I just have to like do it on bias, I think. I don't know, I'm gonna figure it out. I hope I have enough of this. I actually haven't like properly rolled it up. See, it's just enough actually. The only thing is I don't know if I have like a zipper that I could use. Like I have black zippers, not red ones. So we're gonna have to see about that. Oh, actually, you know what I should use? My little electric ones. These babies. I wish I would have had these when I was working on so many Eras Tour outfits that were like heavily sequined because they were so hard to cut, but these make it so much easier. Show me where the ending goes. Honestly don't. I should be the last to know. Okay, I am really still not feeling great, but I finished the skirt. I actually ended up finding a red zipper in my stash of zippers that I bought. So it is done. I do need to try it on just to make sure it like fits properly, but I cannot be bothered right now. I think I'm gonna go out and get myself like food, immunity shots, like just things to make me feel better because I literally do not feel well. And I wanna do that before it gets like dark out. So I'm gonna head out right now and then I'll come back to this later. I feel good, like we're still being very productive considering I also had to start the day late today, but we've gotten another dress done, the skirt done. I'm gonna see if I have more of this red like sequin fabric to make a little bit something else out of or something. I don't know, we'll see. But I'm feeling good. Like the racks are starting to feel fuller, so I'm feeling better about that. But I'm not feeling better in terms of my actual health, so we need to take care of that first. Okay, it is much later. It is almost 7 p.m. I went and got a smoothie at Erewhon. Realized I had a little bit of money left in a gift card that my friends got me there, so that was a win because I didn't pay full price for it. And then I went to Trader Joe's and just got some more like immunity shots and teas and fruits and just like things to hold me over. I am unfortunately just not feeling better. Like I just keep feeling worse. I did find some NyQuil in my medicine cabinet, so I'll be taking that tonight. And I think I'm just gonna try to have an early night. It's only 7, obviously it's so early. I'm not going to bed yet, but I think I'm gonna tap out at like 9 today. Like I think I'm just gonna like go to bed early, get a really good night's sleep, and then hopefully wake up more refreshed tomorrow. I brought over one of my racks with a bunch of things that I need to like finish. Some of them are like pieces from my closet that I never put a tag on. Like this one I don't have a tag on it. A couple other dresses and things I don't have tags on. So I'm just gonna start kind of doing that and doing some like quick fixes of things just to make sure everything is ready to go. And yeah, I'm feeling excited, but I'm just like really just hoping I feel better because I don't think I'm going to be able to do like 2 full days of like socializing if I feel like this. So anyway, let's do some quick fixes and just have an early night. I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honestly don't. I should be the last to know. Okay, it's the next day and I unfortunately do not feel better. In fact, I actually think I feel worse. I went to bed at 8 p.m. I took NyQuil and knocked out at 8 p.m. Woke up at 7:30. I still don't feel well rested. I can barely hear myself right now, like my ears are so plugged. I just went to the pharmacy and got more medicine and vitamins and just like so much stuff. But I'll show you guys what we've got going on because I do have to drop some stuff off at the venue today. So I have all my little note cards that are gonna go like in the little VIP bags that people are getting. So just has like QR code and info and all that stuff on there. So that is going there. I also have this little box. It's a fun little vintage box. And this is where, I don't know if I've talked about this yet, but my activation for my brand is going to be that people can write little affirmations on these, like whatever they, you know, feel like writing, whatever they feel like they need to hear or somebody would need to hear. And then I'm going to have them fill out an envelope with their address, and then I'm going to just put random affirmations into them and then send them out like a week or so later, so they just get like a random fun little affirmation a week later because they'll probably forget about it, and then it'll be like a fun little surprise. So that, and I've got all my pens. This little vintage box I thrifted, I think in Indiana. Like I've had it for a while, but she's cute. I just started taking apart this rack halfway so that it would fit in my car. I have a few dresses that I'm going to potentially lend to the host of the event. If they fit her, she might wear them tonight for a few other events that they're doing. This is half of the clothes. I still need to like iron out all of my clothes and add tags to everything, but I just feel so awful right now. Like, ugh, I cannot deal. But it's still early because I got a head start in the day a little bit just because I like needed to like get medicine ASAP. Probably like 9-ish right now. What I think I'm gonna do is just start ironing out all the pieces, make sure everything is nice and like crisp, and then we'll put the tags on everything, and then I can package them up and take them over there. It'll be like a quick drop-off situation, nothing crazy, but yeah. Okay, everything's been ironed and I started to put tags on everything. I'm getting everything packed up to go drop it off. So I have the racks, both of them like undone here. I've got a couple of garment bags. I have a few more garments that I need to like fix or add things to, so I'm gonna just take those with me tomorrow. I have a couple of dresses for Cassandra, who's the head of the event, who said she wanted to potentially wear one of my dresses, but depending if they fit or not, so have those for her. And yeah, I'm gonna start packing everything up into my car. I don't feel any better, but I don't feel worse, so I'm just like at a weird standstill. I've been avoiding vlogging all day because I just don't want to talk because I can't hear myself and it's driving me nuts. Like when your ears are so plugged you literally sound muted, that's how I feel right now, and it's driving me insane. So let's put this all in my car, get it packaged up, and then go drop it off. I think it'll be like a quick literal like 10-minute drop off because there's no parking at this place because it's like a big house, like an estate, and it's on the main road, so it's not like street parking. So I just have to like pull up and then they're gonna like take it all, and then that's it basically. Nothing crazy. So let's pack it up. Okay, my car is officially packed with everything. It's really not a lot. I have my mannequin here because I'm gonna display one of my dresses on it. I have the 2 racks disassembled on here, and then a couple of garment bags back there, this garment bag, and then like 2 little like small boxes. Like the fact that everything fits in my Mini Cooper really says a lot about how little stuff I truly am bringing. I still have a few things for tomorrow. I have a table that's supposed to get delivered today for this event tomorrow. It's like a small one just so I can do my like activation on it, but fingers crossed, hoping it gets delivered today because it's supposed to be getting delivered today, and Amazon's usually on top of it, but for the last like few packages I've ordered, like they've been late, which again, like it's on me for I guess ordering things really late. But also, wait, hold on, it just says this was delivered. Let me check my front mailbox and see if it was actually there, because if it is, then I'll just take it right now. Okay, turns out the table was just delivered to my mailbox. Usually they bring it to my door, but I guess they left it by like our mailboxes. So it's here. It barely fits in my car, but it fits. And I think we're gonna just start heading over. We have like allotted times to be going so that drop off is like easier and they can like help. And I think my drop off time is like 1:45, 1:40, and it's 1:10 right now. And it said it's 25 minutes to get there, but I'm gonna always account for a little bit of extra time with LA. So I'm gonna get going now and see you guys there. Although might not vlog when I get there because it could be chaotic, I don't know.
Honestly don't. I should be the last to know. We're all in this. I stand alone. Show me where the
Okay, I ended up going home because I had Instacarted some vitamins and stuff that I had to get from my dorm before they like went bad being in the sun. But anyway, went home, changed, basically just put on an actual shirt instead of a sweatshirt so I look a little bit better. And I'm currently at the Century City Mall. I'm gonna pick up some inventory from Atlas, the store where all my pieces are at. I asked them if I could just like take some of the inventory for this pop-up and then bring them all the leftovers from all the other new inventory next week, and they were like, yeah, of course. So I'm gonna grab some of it, not all obviously, but a few pieces just so I have a little bit extra stock. And then I'm gonna go home and rest because I am exhausted. I feel like my body just like needs to lay down, and hopefully we feel better by tomorrow. I feel like my body feels so just like heavy, and I just like feel like I need to sit for a hot minute. So once I'm done with this errand, that is it for today. Obviously I still need to like tag things and fix a few things, but like for the most part, done, because my body literally cannot handle it anymore. Alright, it is now 7:30 and I've spent most of the afternoon, evening just resting and like letting myself chill, and I think I'm starting to feel a little bit better. I ordered ramen for dinner, which was so lovely. I made cookies. I just sat and watched YouTube videos for a bit. But anyway, I'm gonna show you guys what pieces I brought back from Atlas. I do have to take off the little Atlas tags. They're so official. I love. I have this bodice, which is a one of a kind. I brought 2 of the slip dresses. I think they have 4 of them. Actually 3, because I know 1 is sold. So I just bought 2 of them, and then I brought 3 of the Diana dresses because I just feel like this specific crowd is really gonna love these dresses. All of these pieces already have like my fun tag on them. I just have to take off the Atlas tag so that people are not confused. I have to add my price tags on it, which are just handwritten, but you know, it is what it is. The crazy part about all of this is that I just like have never seen this much of my own inventory like all at once. Like I think this is the most amount of stuff I've ever had like pre-made all at once, and I'm really excited to like properly set it all up at the property tomorrow and just like see it all come to life. And then obviously I told them at Atlas that I'll bring whatever's left over, which will be cool for them to have more of that as well. Obviously in an ideal world, like, you know, I will sell a lot over the weekend, but like with pop-ups, it's very unpredictable of like whether or not you sell a lot. I think with these types of pop-ups, a lot of it is more so like networking and finding like maybe future clients, obviously getting a few sales, but like a lot of it is also just like kind of like visibility for your brand and whatnot, and meeting people and getting your story out there. So I assume I will have leftovers for sure after this weekend. But in an ideal world, I would sell out, you know, that would be ideal, but I don't think that's very common at pop-ups like this, so we'll see. At least not for like clothes like mine. But I'm gonna get all these tags on there, put these all on hangers, and then get a little garment bag for them so that they're ready to go for tomorrow. And then I have a few more things that I thought about that I need to bring, like tablecloth I did not grab yet. I need to charge my iPad, my little square reader, more payments, probably bring like a tripod, and then some shopping bags that people can take their stuff home in. I think the event is giving out tote bags to some people, but just in case, you know, want to have that. So anyway, I'm gonna finish doing that really quick and catch up with you guys in a bit.
I stand alone, show me where the ending goes. Honestly don't. I should be the last to know we're all in this. I stand alone, show me where the ending goes. Honestly don't. I should be the last.
Okay, it's clearly the next morning. I just finished getting ready, wearing my Lexi dress, obviously. I'm wearing these shoes with it. I'm not gonna be wearing the jacket at the event, I don't think, but I'm just wearing it now because I think it's just gonna be a little bit colder in the morning in case I have to go like in and out a bit. And yeah, I packaged up all the last minute things that I need, have everything ready. I don't feel 100% great just yet. I feel kind of just the same as yesterday. Hopefully it just gets a little bit better throughout the day because I feel like in the mornings you always just feel groggier anyway. Fingers crossed I magically heal in Bel Air today, but otherwise we're just gonna be faking it till we make it. But I'm gonna go pick up Liron. We're gonna meet with Leah at the UCLA parking lot and then Uber up from there because there's no parking at this event. So we're gonna do that. And yeah, let's get to it.
Action.
Welcome. I actually don't know what to say.
You're gonna say, my name's Natalia and welcome to my little corner.
My name is Natalia and welcome to my little corner.
Louder.
I can't speak too much.
Okay.
I also can't tell if I'm yelling or not because I can't hear myself.
That's okay, you're not, you're whispering.
So far from yelling.
I sound muted to myself right now.
Pretend you're on Vogue, like. Wait, can you speak like British Vogue?
This is
Slay.
my bag.
Okay, slay.
This is so intense.
Okay, go for it.
Hello, I'm Natalia, and welcome to my little corner. Over here we've got my pride and joy favorite design I think I've ever made. We'll probably never sell it unless somebody wants to give me really great money for it, because I love her too much. But I love her. She's there. Over here we've got our daytime, nighttime pieces. I consider these my two moods. I'm either a hyper feminine, girly, pink gal, as I am today, or we go for the all black, you know, sleek, sexy gal. But yeah, welcome to
Wow. Wow.
Goes honest, honestly don't. I should be the last to know. We're all in this. I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honest, honestly don't. I should be the last to know. Hello, Ramona. I mistook you for a dream. The engine glows, and I guess you always seem to know. Hello, Ramona. I push back the serious feeling. The end's unknown. To get back the life I...
Okay. Clearly I have like no voice left in me, but it's 5:30, I'm home. I have progressively just gotten sicker, and the more I talk, the worse I sound, clearly. But we got through the day. I would say it was a pretty successful day. It took a bit for people to come down into our room because we're like down the stairs, like behind the kitchen kind of. So like if you didn't know to come to us, like it was hard to tell. But we told the staff to like direct people down there, and then a bunch of people came down. It was great. Made a lot of really cool connections that I'm excited to follow up with. But for tonight, I'm gonna shut off and not speak and be ready for tomorrow because I have a whole other day ahead of me. Good morning, guys. It is the next day. I sound a little bit better, I think, than I did last night, but it's still not 100%, and I still don't feel 100%. I just don't think I'm gonna feel 100% until I have like a proper day to like sit and do nothing and not talk and just like let my body actually rest. But today I'm wearing this dress, which I'm excited about. It's cute. I don't have shoes on yet, but this one's cute and comfy. I think it fits the vibe very well. I really don't have anything to like bring today. I'm bringing business cards today because I didn't yesterday. Although the business cards I have are like older ones. They have my old email on it and not my most recent, but they at least have like my correct socials on there. And like I still look at that other email. I just like don't look at it as often. So we'll see, but I'm gonna bring these because I just like didn't have anything to like give to people yesterday. But yeah, otherwise I'm excited. I feel good about like round 2 today. I have a couple friends coming to just like attend the event, which will be fun. I don't have friends like coming to like help me like Leon and Leah did yesterday. I just like didn't know what the vibe would be, so I wanted friends yesterday to like help me and like feel it out with me, and then like I could feel good enough to do it on my own the next day. So I for sure feel fine to do it alone today. Also just because like the other people that are in my same area were so kind and wonderful to like chat to all day, so feel good about just like sitting and chatting with them again all day today. And yeah, I'm honestly most excited to just be done with this and like be able to come home and like sit for a second, but we're gonna make the most of it, hopefully get some fun content again today, and I'll probably catch you guys there / after. We'll see how much I film. I don't know.
The things I don't know. I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honest, honestly don't. I should be the...
Final update, it has actually been a few weeks now. I have finally recovered from being sick and I have my voice back, because I don't think I even got it back till like a week after the whole event. I still had so much work to get through, and so I had a crazy week, and I'm just now finally getting a chance to breathe, and I'm finally feeling good again. So we are good, we are healthy, but what a whirlwind. So you guys know I don't do too many events, too many pop-ups or anything like that, because I just don't feel like they really do much for me most of the time. A lot of sustainable fashion pop-ups include secondhand clothing and things like that that are really a lot cheaper than what I offer, so it never is a really good place for me to show my stuff, because I feel like I don't get anything out of it, because nobody's gonna shop my pieces if there's thrifted clothes next to it, right? So I don't tend to do a lot of sustainable fashion pop-ups because of that. However, this one I was really intrigued by because it was a lot more like luxury end brands. There wasn't gonna be any secondhand stuff. The other fashion brands were at my same kind of price point, so it was just a different situation, right? So that is why I decided to sign on to this pop-up initially. Just felt like the right crowd and the right environment for where I want my brand to head, because I am trying to dive more into calling myself luxury, because handmade clothing is a luxury, and I just feel like I haven't branded myself as that for a really long time, so that's kind of the direction I'm trying to go with my brand. So I figured this was a really great way to kind of start easing myself into that market. And here's the deal. Overall, you learn so much from pop-up experiences like this. Like, I do think every experience I've had, everything I've been a part of, I've learned things for better or for worse. And so I never particularly regret doing things, because I think everything gives you something, right? Even if it's just a life lesson. So I say this because I don't ever want to make anything sound incredibly negative. Like, I'm really grateful to have been a part of the pop-up, but if I'm being so honest, as a business owner, I don't feel it was worth it for me. I think it may have been worth it for other brands that were there, but I feel like the fashion room got the short end of the stick. And again, I don't think it's anybody's fault particularly, it's just the way things happened. So the event was at this big mansion in Bel Air, and the layout of it is basically you enter, it's like the step and repeat, people get their picture taken, and you walk into like a living room, and there's like skincare stuff, and like basically every room had a different kind of theme. So it was like skincare lounge, I know they were doing facials in a room, there was like the kitchen with all the food stuff, outside they had a few different activations for like sunscreen and an activewear brand and things like that. And then the room that I was in was like the fashion room, so it was me and two other designers. So it was me and then the brand Isla and Sage. They were so lovely. I'll have their Instagram here so you can look at it, because their stuff is so beautiful. So they were right next to me, and then there was FS7 Studio, which also beautiful, incredible. I'll also put her up here. And then there was a few jewelry brands there and a couple of shoe accessory brands, but it was us three as the main like clothing brands, and they were so lovely. I just want to say that I had the best time with them. Truly, we had a great time in our little room. However, our room was placed really poorly in this house, because again, you walk in, all these beautiful rooms, beautiful house, and then you had to get to the kitchen, and then we were down this stairs behind the kitchen. So a lot of people just didn't know that there was anything back there, because it looks unassuming from the outside. You wouldn't know to go down there unless somebody told you like, hey, go down there. So that being said, the first like hour or so of the event was really slow and nobody was coming down the stairs. And I just thought that like sometimes events are late and like people just show up late, and it usually takes an hour or so to get the ball rolling anyway. But I had Leron and Leo with me, so I told them, I was like, guys, go upstairs, let us know what the vibe is, like, are people coming in, like what's going on. There's a lot of people upstairs, they just weren't making it down because they didn't know there was anything down there. So luckily I have two really wonderful extroverted friends that were networking and talking to people up there and telling them to come down to see our room. And so then we started getting a lot more foot traffic, got people down there, and it was great. However, again, didn't get everybody to come down because it's just like, it was a weirdly positioned area. So I feel like we just didn't get as much foot traffic as the rest of the event did, which was just like not really anyone's fault, because obviously that room had to be used by somebody, and it just was our luck that it was the fashion room. So I was a little disappointed by that. However, we still had a lot of people people come through, which was really cool. But the only difficult part about this was that a lot of other brands were giving away free things. So like think of like your skincare, sunscreen, those type of brands can really give product away so easily versus us as fashion brands. Like we can't just give product for free. So all the, you know, influencers and people that were there got like this huge tote bag of free things and kind of expected to get free things from us just because every other brand was giving away freebies or samples or whatever. And like none of us can give free things. Like that's just not how it works. So it just wasn't like a very good shopping environment necessarily. It was great to talk to people. A lot of people, you know, followed me from it and like got to chat with a lot of people, which was great. And obviously I love a networking opportunity and just meeting people in general. But obviously at the end of the day, when I do a pop-up, like my main priority is like sales, because I am just kind of overdoing things for exposure or for networking or whatever, because I feel like I have a good enough network. I have a good enough following and presence on socials that I don't feel like that's my target these days. Like my target is just making sales. Meeting people isn't always gonna give you that. So I was a little disappointed just because the vibe of the event wasn't particularly for people to shop. So none of us really made any sales, which was just kind of like tragic. Obviously I hope that somebody that I met there eventually does shop from me or whatever, and like it becomes something later on. You never know. But during the weekend, like it just wasn't that. And then the second day was even more chaotic, and this has nothing to do with the event hosts, but the actual venue owner, who is in no way affiliated necessarily with the host of the event, was just giving them a really hard time all day of how many people were allowed into the house or not. And so we had basically no people allowed in. Like people were waiting to come in, but they weren't allowed in for reasons that the owner wasn't happy with, and things that I just like don't know the full story of, don't know the full extent of, and obviously it's not my place to say all the details, but essentially just like didn't really have any foot traffic whatsoever the second day. I had a couple of friends come, which was really nice, but other than that, I spent most of the day just like chatting with the other girls in the room that were with me, and then we just like took a bunch of content together and whatever, but like again, didn't really get anything out of that. So overall the experience was like fun. I got to meet some great people and like really beautiful house, got beautiful content. But was it great as a business for sales? No. So that is my only thing. I am glad though that I kind of just forced myself to make a bunch of inventory, because now I just have extra inventory for Atlas anyway, so that worked out for me. And obviously it's fun content to do like crazy production vlogs and just force myself to use up all the fabrics that I have. So I'm like, obviously I don't regret anything, and I'm glad I did it, and like I got a lot of really great things out of it, but obviously I didn't particularly get out of it what I wanted to get out of it, which was sales or customers or clients, and it just wasn't particularly the vibe of the event. So that's my only downside, just to be so realistic as a business owner, because I think everything's glorified on social media all the time. It's like, oh, I did this pop-up, it looks so cool, it's in this big fancy house in Bel Air. Like, okay, but what did you get out of it, you know? So that's what I think. This is why I don't do events too often, because it's just so incredibly hit or miss of like what gets you something and what doesn't. And some pop-ups have done really well for me and I have sold a lot, and others I just like don't sell anything because it's really hard with sustainable fashion and things of this price point. So again, it's hit or miss, you just never know. But overall it was a cool experience. I met some really great people. Like obviously all the women there were wonderful, and a lot of really cool business owners, connected with a lot of cool brands. So I'm not mad about it whatsoever. However, wish I would have made a few more sales for sure. So that is it for this whole clean living experience. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be back to my regular vlogs here soon, but I hope you enjoyed the entire process and seeing the chaos behind prepping for such a big pop-up event, because wow, was that chaotic. But I appreciate you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!